Boxing Day 2012, here's my add-on review of Django Unchained. Saw this movie on Christmas Day, packed house with a crowd. There was all kinds of mixed races in. There was a lot of African Americans in the audience. There was a lot of Asians in the audience. There was a lot of white people like myself in the audience. And it was just watching this film. It was like, it's one of those films where I'm curious what's going to happen because I'm doing this review on Boxing Day. What's going to happen with the critics and how they're going to tail. I heard the Spike Lee review comment on, he was kind of mad about it, and it's one of those arguments that the same argument with Zero Dark 30, where you're basically taking advantage of a real life situation and you're kind of making a very kind of emotional and very historical and disturbing kind of a period of our time, and basically making an action movie out of it. And it's like the question is raised is this like, here's Quentin Tarantino who's just like a wasp like myself, and just a white dude like myself. What does he know about all this other stuff? And Spike Lee, that's his kind of point against it. And it's also like, it's just, this movie is very entertaining, but it's based on kind of like a true time of our society. And the question, and will be raised, and I don't even know what my opinion is, yes, is like, should this movie be like is it kind of like exploiting kind of like race, in slavery back in the day, and then to make an action movie out of it. But it's not up to me to decide the decisions are. It's up to other people who have more kind of reason to be concerned about it, because what do I know? All I know, this movie is extremely entertaining. It's fun. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah, maybe the last 15 minutes kind of like could have gone a little bit quicker, but other than that, that's what Tarantino does. He makes entertaining films. You look at like where I'm from, that generation where basically Pulp Fiction lapped on me when I was a teenager. I love the movie. I've seen it many times, but he's a master at making movies with really no point to it at all, and that's what Django Unchained. I don't know what the underlying point is, that maybe Django is just like he's just like crazy. He got trained by a German guy and like he's just some crazy assassin maybe, but that's really what it is. And like, of course, at the end, the movie, and I'm giving away the movie, but at the end where Samuel L. Jackson plays like your classic Uncle Tom, and it was almost like a black kind of like movie where it's like, this is the black ending where basically Samuel L. Jackson's worse than a white slave owner, because he's the Uncle Tom. He's the one who sold himself out to black people, and the whole thing where like the 5-minute sequence where he just kind of tears them to shreds and like shoots off his kneecaps and like shows him whose business. It was kind of like, it was almost like a tribute, but at the same time Tarantino's a white guy, so I don't know what really it is. And there's also the argument that this guy's like 70 years old and he got beaten down by the white man in order to become manipulative. So then, is the Uncle Tom really that bad of an Uncle Tom? So who knows? It's just the movie comes up with a lot of debate. All I know is that it's highly entertaining, and it's a fun Tarantino ride because the guy knows how to make fun movies. That's my review.